Hello everyone. Okay, we'll do the first things first. I'm going to send out some invites. Now I assume a lot of you guys that I'm inviting are probably in bed, but I'm going to invite you anyway. Send out a few of these. Okay. Might just tidy up my desk a little bit while I wait for some of you guys to join, because I've been making a mess. A big mess. Now this is sort of a tester feed. I haven't actually done any feeds at this time of day here yet. I've been trying to pick times for feeds that suit Americans and Australians and anyone else possible. So this one's a little bit different. At the moment, it's just about 8 p.m. my time. Maybe we can get some more Aussies on. Maybe some of you guys are up really late, early. This could be a big flop. Just don't know until we try it. So the plan for today, providing some of you guys turn up, is I'll give you guys another rundown on the Samex SCX10. I've got a couple of batteries here I got today. I'm going to show you guys those. I had some wishes turn up in the mail. I'll explain what wishes are shortly. And I'm going to tinker a bit with the TRX4. That's the plan. So I'm going to sit here for a bit. We'll see how many people we get join this thing, and if we get enough that are watching it that warrants actually running it this time of day, we'll keep it going. How are you, Oscar? Nice of you to see us, mate. Feel free to give us a share. Do a share. Maybe get some more people watching. People keep messaging me while I'm doing feeds. Why do you do that, people? Okay. Bye-bye, people. So, what I was just saying there, Oscar, is I'm going to show off a bit of the Samex SCX10. Show some new batteries I got today. Bit of tinkering on the TRX4. That's sort of providing we get a few people here watching. If it turns out that we only get one or two people watching the feed, there's not going to be a whole lot of point doing it at this time of night. Sort of hoping that doing it this time of day, we can get a few more Aussies on. I try and do these feeds so that I get the most people watching as possible across the world, which is pretty tricky given the time differences. So we're just going to wait and see how this goes, mate. So if you want to punch a share, I don't know if you can invite people. I might see if I can punch out a few more. Let's have a look here. I think it's this button. Nope. This button? Yep. So, yeah. We're just going to see what happens. We'll give it a few minutes and see if anyone else comes on board. If they don't, they're in bed. That's probably what's happening there. Just pump out a few of these. Bear with me. I can't see the screen when I'm doing this. So just going to pump out a few of these. So I can't see if anyone else has joined us because I can't see the screen. So I'm not being rude. Alright. A few invites sent out. And what are you up to, Oscar? Much going on this afternoon, mate? Whilst you do that, I'm going to... Dan Davidson's joined us. Thanks for joining, Dan. I wasn't sure if you'd be up, mate. I'm not... What time is it where you are? I was just saying to young Oscar here, I don't normally do feeds at this time of day, so I thought I'd have a crack at it and see how many people want to come along and join in. So I'm going to start with 4:30 a.m. Sorry for the invite, mate. I forget the time differences. Don't hate me. Sorry, buddy. You go back to sleep. I wonder how many people I just invited where it's 4:30 a.m. Put your phone on silent. Put your phone on Chris Leach said he was going to come and watch this afternoon. Let's just blame Chris. Dan, it's all Chris's fault. Now people keep messaging me. Why do people do this? Sorry guys, I'm not trying to be rude. You're at work? What do you do, Dan? Grinding the midnight oil. I'm just tinkering, mate. I know we've all seen it, but I'm gonna bug around with my bumper. I actually fit it to the TRX4. These racing bumpers come with separate pegs, so you got to screw those bad boys on. I'm not sure if you were here with us last time. I revealed the Samix SCX10. This thing's, love this truck. There's not much I can do on this at the moment. I'm waiting for rod ends. Actually, they can go down here. I'm waiting for rod ends so that I can put all the links on it. The big fancy link that I got. Natural gas utilities. So what, like a you're on a call out thing, or you're like in a, I don't sound stupid, like you're in a warehouse or a factory or something like that, looking after stuff there, or obviously you guys do things differently than we do here, so it's hard for me to know exactly what you do and how you do it. Got young Oscar messaging me. Apparently he can't comment. These Facebook Live feeds are a big crap. Jay's joined us. Thanks for joining, Jay. Are you working on a pipeline? So, am I not interrupting your work? I'd hate to do that, mate. Right, I'm going to start bolting my little arms on my bumper, then I'm going to put it back on the truck. Jay has no data. Get some Wi-Fi sorted, mate. Can't do anything without Wi-Fi these days. True that. Adam's joined us. Thanks for joining us, Adam. I've just been saying to people, this is a tester. If I do the feeds at this time of day and we only get 2, 3, 4 people watching the whole time, there's not a whole lot of point. I'm going to be better off doing these feeds when we get the 20 people watching sort of thing. Apparently Chris Leach is supposed to be joining. Jay, go with his Wi-Fi. More fun. Yes, so this is a tester. Dan, sitting in a computer monitoring pressures. What time is it on the other side of the pond? It's about 8 PM, mate. It's just starting to chill off outside. It's just lovely, man. It's been a really nice day. Actually, the last couple have been really nice. In saying that, I had a look at the weather forecast earlier. It's supposed to be 39 on Sunday. 39. That's like 1,000 Fahrenheit. Right. Time to put the bumper back on this thing. Because, jeez, that's heavy. She looks a little bit naked without a bumper. If you're wondering why it looks so heavy, it's all the, why it looks heavy, why it is heavy. It's all the Samix brass goodies. Excuse me for a second. All the Samix brass goodies that I've put up under there. That's why it's such a fatty, which is good. It needs the weight. The weight's good. Right. Now I'm just going to line my bumper up. For those of you that haven't fit bumpers like these with the separate, that's great. It's about -10 Fahrenheit. Screw that, man. Like, you need to be here where the sun's always out. It's going to be interesting. Ryan's coming here in May. Tickets are booked. It's official. He's coming over. It's going to be interesting to see if we have like a really stinking hot day, how he goes with it. But I reckon Ryan's going to be going, "I'll be fine, mate. Don't worry about it." And then the sun will really start beaming. I don't reckon he'll take it. I reckon he'll dance out of it. Seen a grey 1.1 version at my local Macca's today. It looked nice of you, Defender. Oh, so you've seen a 1-1 TRX4 style Defender. In real life, man, they're a nice truck. I'd have one. They're expensive. People stop messaging me. Right. That was Christian, by the way. If you watch this, Christian. Right, so the bumper's in there. The only issue is I've got my grub screws for the bumper to hold it in my little parts tray over the back here, which has got parts in it everywhere. Now, for those that didn't hear or didn't watch the last live feed, I was saying on there about, with the Samix SCX10, I was saying I really wish that Samix made drive shafts. As it turns out, they do. They make drive shafts for the 10.2, RTR and the kit version. Obviously the RTR runs the same transmission that the SCX10 does. So I've got some coming, so I can get some Samix drive shafts too. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about lots of stuff. My decals still haven't turned up. Not very excited about that. You're right, Adam. We all make these little mistakes, mate. I've got some new batteries today. I'm excited about that. I'll show you guys in a minute, and you can tell me if you've had any experience with the batteries that I've got, and if you think they're any good. I know one of the brands I've got I already use, and they've been pretty well faultless for me. So actually, they've been damn near bulletproof. If you've got a battery that you can overuse, so it's too low a voltage. Michael's joined us. Happy New Year, Michael. Thanks for joining, mate. For all you wondering, if it wasn't for Michael, this group wouldn't exist. Little fun fact. Michael was actually the first person that came to me and said, start a group. We want to watch what you do. So, thank you, Michael. If it wasn't for you, mate, we wouldn't have this awesome group where people can come and just enjoy RC. This is, I think, why this group is so successful, because it is literally 800 and something people that all think the same. We're all here for the right reason, and that's why it's my favourite group. So thanks, Michael. Right, the second grub screw is going in. Happy New Year, Oscar. A bit late, mate. Eh? Don't forget, Michael, where we are, it's the day after New Year's Day. So, but look, we'll take it. We will take it. Right, the bumper's back on. That's one of the things I wanted to do. Now, I said earlier about wishes. I'm going to show you. Stop making so much noise. I'm running out of room here, people. Need a bigger desk. I'll just sit that under the Pajero. Right, wishes. There's an app called Wish. You can buy stuff cheap. A lot of the stuff you buy will actually be the same stuff you order from a shop. It might not be worded the same, might not have the same logo on it, but it's the same stuff. So I got myself, you can't see that, I'll just open it. Right, this is the first wish that turned up today. Someone else has joined us. I can't see who it is because Facebook's crap. Let me do a little scrolly here. Dan's still here, Michael's here, Adam's here, +1. Facebook, +1, oh, now +2. That doesn't help me, okay? I got a scale UHF antenna. I'm not sold on this one. I got it because it was cheap. If it didn't have these and it was just straight, it'd look bang on. But I can mount this either to the front bumper. There's a hole in the bumper where I can just undo this little screw, screw it straight to the bumper. That's brilliant. I like that. The rear bumpers have got the same thing. So Russell's joined us. Thanks for being here, Russell. I couldn't see that you were here, mate. Facebook's crap at telling me who's watching. Appreciate you being here. What time is it where you are, and where are you? Adam says shrimp. Why does Adam say shrimp? Shrink wrap it. Right, sorry. Now it makes sense. I could shrink wrap it, but I think, truth be told, Adam, I think it'll probably look worse. It's just going to look like a snake with a couple of rats in it. Dunstan's here. What did you miss? Mate, I put the bumper back on the TRX4. You know, that bumper that everyone's talking about? I'm also showing you guys some wishes I got. Wishes are purchases from the Wish app. There's some good stuff there. Shane's joined us. Thanks for being here, Shane. Told me you're here. So I've got to install this. I can either go front, back, don't know yet. You guys can help. What else did I get? This one I'm particularly happy about. You can't see what it is? Well, you can sort of there. I'll get it out and let a sticky deck. For those of you that have TRX4s, or have seen someone with a TRX4, do you guys laugh when you watch them try and turn it on? And they start swearing because they have to lift the body off to turn it on? I do it. I swear when I turn it on. Well, I have solved my problem. All I've got to do is get it out of the bag. Right. This here is a off-on switch for the TRX4. Oh, so excited. It's weird. On the side it says GRC. Alright, don't know if you can see that. Alright, it says GRC there. On the packet it says GPM Racing. Make sense of that. When it comes down to it, it was $20 delivered, so I don't care. Samuel from RC Mart's joined us. How are you, Sam? Nice to have you with us, mate. I'm just telling everyone about some of the little extras I've gotten for some RCs. I've got a little UHF aerial to go on the TRX4. I've got an off-on switch to go on the TRX4. I know there's more. What did I get? I got... Just open this bad boy up so you can see what it is. I got mirrors. Yeah, racing mirrors for the TRX4. These are double-sided tapes, so peel the tape off, stick them to your TRX4. A little bit of extra scale detail. I've been excitingly waiting for those. Right, so that's what I've got as far as wishes. We've got the mirrors, we've got the UHF aerial, and we've got the off-on switch. Man, I'm so tempted just to put this on right now. Freddie's here. What time is it there, Freddie? This may be the dumbest time in the world to start a live feed, but I figured, why not? We'll see how many people join in. Weighted wheels on the TRX4. I've actually already got Deadlock Racing Impetus 1.9 inch wheels with Pitbull Mad Beast tyres with foams that I made on one of these feeds. I don't want heavy wheels. The reason I don't want heavy wheels is it's killing power from the motor, turning it all. Samix has brass parts everywhere. My truck's got Samix brass parts everywhere. In my opinion, the best upgrades you get for these trucks. There's rumours, I can't say. Keep your eye on Samix because there's some goodies coming. You heard it here first. Actually, and while we're at it, something that is exciting. If you want to hear something exciting, smash some likes because I've got some news. Smashy, smashy. I might not see them because Facebook's not very good at this. Chris Leach has joined us. Thanks for joining us, Chris. I only started this feed because you said you were going to be here, mate. There we go. Well, we're getting some likes now. Chris is smashing some likes. He likes... Well, Michael's going for it too. Okay. The exciting news is I am now sponsored builder for Samix. This is bloody awesome. That's what that is. All my hard work, dedication, photography, videos, whatever else. Man, I'm pumped. I love my Samix parts, and I'm not just saying that now because I'm sponsored builder for Samix. I love the parts, man. They're awesome. Russell, my friend's TRX is spot on with 140 in the front and 80 on the rear. I believe... Now you're testing my memory banks now. I think I've nearly put £1 on the truck in brass. Every single option that Samix makes for this truck is on it. And as soon as they release the next option, it's going to be on it. As soon as they release the next option, it's going to be on it. Same goes with the SCX-10. Man, if they made thanks for all the congratulations, guys, too. I really appreciate that. If it wasn't for you guys, none of this would happen. None of this would happen. So thank you. If Samix made stuff for a CCA1, I put it on there. I want Samix the world, right? Where was I? I'm getting all bloody excited and confused now. So we put the bumper on. We got the scale bits. We did the Samix bit. I forget where I'm at. Right, the next thing. Let's just come back to me. The next thing I got today is a battery. A big battery. 7,600 milliamp hours. This thing's going to run me crawlers for days. I usually run a 4,200 milliamp hour Vant battery. That's what these are. These things have been awesome for me, man. Like, I have overused these my other packs. I have overused them to the point where you plug it into your charger and it goes, no, low voltage. So you do the old nickel metal charge. LiPo charge, ping, and away you go. Don't recommend you do that. I didn't tell you to do it because stuff can go boof. If you're going to do it outside. Right. Yeah, so the other Vant batteries I've got, I don't know, there's been a few times so I've gone over because I haven't had the ESC set properly or whatever else, or I've run it in the truck and gone, oh crap, it hasn't got a LiPo cut off. They always come back. They've never puffed up. I mean, I may have left them in the car from time to time in hot weather, which probably wouldn't. So, if you guys can get Vant batteries, I don't know if you can, check them out. They're bloody good. Right, this here is a 7,600 milliamp hour battery. This here, I don't know how we can see, that there is a 2,200 milliamp hour nickel metal battery. See the size? It's like the same bloody size. How do they do it? Anyway, so I got that. Russell says, no different performance from the 21 stock motor. She's heavy though, brass parts too. Got to be honest, mate, I'm pretty bloody happy with these trucks. For Traxxas first rock crawler to, I mean, yes, some people have had issues with servos. I changed my servo out. Speaking of which, I might change that today. I might whip out that servo and put the Racing servo in it. Yes, so I changed my servo. I've had no issues with the gear change or the lockers. I run mine on a DX6 and I have trimmed mine to perfection. I've changed the EPA, etc., so that it's not overextending, pushing too hard. I think that's what breaks the servos in these trucks. As far as the steering servo goes, I think what breaks them is when people plough it into a rock and assume that the steering servo is just going to let it turn out of the way. It doesn't work like that. If you get yourself jammed in hard enough, doesn't matter how good your servos is, something's going to give. Right. What are we doing first? I'm gonna do this first, aren't I? Oh no, before I do that, I'm just all over the place today. Yeah, servo poo. Rest of the truck spot on. Okay. I got a Gens Ace. I look at the price. $40. $40. That was from my local hobby shop, RC Hobby Zone. Look them up on Facebook. Support your local hobby shops when you can, guys. I can't get LiPos shipped across the world, and if I did, it'd be on a boat and it'd take forever. I went down and seen Scotty today at RC Hobby Zone, and check it out. Gens Ace. I don't recall seeing Gens Ace in Adelaide. So, as soon as I seen it, and I seen $40 on it, I had to have it. This one's a 4,000 milliamp hour. Gonna crack it open, let's have a look at it. Right. I haven't seen this either, so I'm a little bit excited too. This is the Gens Ace 4,000 milliamp hour 2-cell LiPo. That's actually nice. That's nice and thin. Reasonably weighty for a 2-cell LiPo. Do not pull the wire. It means the wire. This I'm not familiar with. The extra little clip around the plug here. It says 2S on it. So I assume that way you can't stuff it up and plug it into the wrong hole. 9:30 AM where Russell is, so it's not too bad where you are, Russ. And Dean's plugs. Comes with a Dean's plug. So does This one. They come with Dean's plugs. This is brilliant. I run Dean's. So for me to be able to buy a battery and just plug it in, check out these guys and go and support your local hobby shops when you can. Right. So there's the batteries. Actually, I'm going to do a test. Will this battery fit in the TRX4 without any adjustments? I'm not going to worry about turning the camera around because it's not going to take a sec. It fits in the tray. Okay, on the 23mm setting, there's two settings for these. You open up, I'll tell you what, I'll show you. Right, bear with me a sec, unplug that. I'll flippy that around if it'll come in. Right, so that's on the 23mm side. If I pop that open, for those of you that don't know how the TRX battery thing works, if you spin this around and then put it back down, you get 3 more mil clearance. That's 26. So that's a 7,600 milliamp hour battery. Like, it's not tight in there. It's just, it's nicely in there. There's a little bit of play there, which I like. I'm not squeezing the battery. I'm happy with that. That should run this truck for days. Okay, hours, but you know what I mean. Right, so I'm going to flip you back around. I'm going to put you back on the phone holder. Hopefully I won't push the wrong button here and hang the whole thing up. UK, we are the Palms. Oh no. No time zone change, Joe. I just wanted to do a live feed at a different hour and see how many of you guys wanted to join us. Thanks for being with us, Freddie. I appreciate your time, mate. You go and have a good sleep. Right, so the battery fits. That's awesome. I'm really happy about that. Hopefully this way, because generally whenever I go crawling or trail running or whatever, I bring two 4200 batteries. This truck with all the servos, the big juicy servo up the front, the light kit, all that stuff, it adds up. They're going to suck some power. Much like the 8x8 over here, that's got two 17 kilo servos, a sound kit, ridiculously big light kit that I built myself. Sucks up a bit of power. So now I should be able to just throw this in it by itself. Off I go and I'm set for the whole day, which is awesome. Okay, so what's next? Okay, now it's time for this. I'm going to try and move some of this around a bit. If I make too much noise, sorry, I can't help it. I've got what we call in the trade as crap everywhere. Is Chris Leach still here? Chris is a bit quiet tonight. Did this feed just for Chris. Right. Now I've no idea how this goes on. It's got 3 pieces of double-sided tape on it. One there where the M is, and one there. There's only one place I can tell that it goes. Wow, this is actually really simple. Chris is still here. Everyone say hello to Chris. Hi, Chris. What I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a bit of tissue here. I'm going to clean off where this plug goes. Then I'll flip the camera around and I should be able to put this on whilst holding that so you guys can see me do it and we're not just bored looking at my face. Dunstan, run my trucks with nickel metals. Never tried lipo before, gonna get one. Mate, I used to use nickel metal and that was all I used. You hear so many stories. Oh, these things just explode. And saying that, I've never had a Gens Ace before. There's every chance this could explode. Heard all the death stories. Yeah, heard all the stories about it. And I was a bit, oh, geez, I don't want a lipo. Not if they're that bad. Then I got the two I've got the circular lipo so that I can run them in my MO5 as well. They have a circular chassis slide hole for your battery. I've had no issues, mate. And to be honest, like you see some of these guys on Facebook groups going, oh, I store mine in this ammo box, inside this safe, inside a big metal building. You know what I mean? That they go way overboard with what you need to do. That's the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. If you don't be stupid with your battery, it's probably going to go pretty right by you. So, just going to clean off the dust here where I've got to fit this. then let me test my luck. I'm going to flip the camera around. Flippy. Flip Facebook. Stupid app. Right. I'm going to see if I can set this here. Now, this here is where the switch goes. I haven't taken the tape off yet, but this switch sits just minding this wire. Don't want to get that caught anywhere. Sits just like so. So from underneath the truck, you can push the button here, and it should push that on. Oh, yeah, and happy birthday, Chris! Everyone's singing happy birthday to Chris. He's turned 16 today. That's a lie. Right, I'm now peeling off the backing tape from the double-sided tape. Bear with me, it's not playing fair. Here we go. I'm starting to wear it. It's funny, if I wasn't doing a live feed right now, this tape would have come straight off, no issues at all. It's like when I go crawling and I'm filming. I can drive a certain part of where I'm crawling, and it'll just be the best looking piece of driving you've ever seen. And as soon as I get the camera out to film it, nah, doesn't happen again. Come on, double-sided tape. Sorry, fellas, I know this is a little bit boring. You're just gonna have to bear with me a second here. This last piece is in a bit of a terrible spot. Look at this, would you? See that? That's what I'm dealing with. It's just peeling up on me. Right, I'm going to slide the edge of my top tip for you guys. I'm sure most of you do it anyway. Slide your knife just underneath the edge of it. Peel it up a little bit. To the point where you can get your thumb on top of your blade, pinch the bloody tape, and it comes off. Right. Now I'm going to hold that wire up out of the way. I guess I'm going to have to be pretty spot on with this. Ugh, geez, that tape's good. Right. That there, I think, will be Mickey Mouse. For those of you that don't know, that's pretty well saying spot on. Oh, lovely. I can feel it working. It's probably a bit hard for you to tell exactly how well it's working from you guys just watching there, but it is on. That's probably the easiest thing I've ever installed. Except for that double-sided tape. Yeah, poo. Right. Now that that's on, with this aerial, I'm going to take a vote from you guys. I can possibly fit it on the back bumper here. Keeping in mind I have jerry cans on the back there and a light, hanging light here. So this side I think is out of the question. The other side I have my fire extinguisher. And I don't want to clutter this side up too much with crap. So actually, I think I'm going to put it in the front. So I don't know why I asked you guys anyway. So I'm going to quickly put that on the front, and then I'll give you guys a look off at the body on, and we'll see how it all comes up. Stay phone. So what do we all think of the off-on switch for the TRX4? That cool or what? Quite like that. Right, what am I doing? Undoing this screw, providing I get the right size. I never pick up the right size first. If you guys got any questions, punch them in there. If you try to type them in, and it won't, because Oscar was telling me earlier, he tried to write a comment, and apparently Facebook wouldn't let him write one. True story, happened to a friend of mine. Actually, it happened to Oscar. Just going to adjust this a bit. You've got to be careful doing all this stuff on the fly, because a lot of the time you accidentally hit a button, it's nice and quiet without Ryan. You know the funny thing, Adam? Ryan hasn't got the attention span to sit here long enough to watch this far into a live feed to see what we say about him, so go for gold. Whenever I say to Ryan, mate, just done the best YouTube video, go and have a look. He watches like 10 seconds of it and gives up. Anyway, that's what Ryan likes to do. Alright, I'm going to set this body on a bit so I can sit the truck on its side. Stay. I'm going to try and thread this Oh, that fan, Chris. Oh, I hate that bloody thing. It's so annoying. I'm just going to move you fellas back a touch. I keep saying to Ryan, even when we do video calls, I just sit there like this. Like, mate, shut the fan up or I'm going to fly over there. It's probably the most annoying thing in the world, that fan. Okay. I have put the bolt through the bumper. I'm now going to attempt to screw this on without being able to see properly what I'm doing. It's taking. It's taking. Oscar was having an issue with his phone. He can now comment. Lovely. It's nice when things work. Right. I don't think that screw is too long. That's not handy, is it? I should have another screw here shorter. I think they give you that screw being that long for in case you put it through something thicker. Or I could put a spacer on it. I'll put a spacer on it. I've possibly got something just here somewhere. You guys let me know if this feed's any good and if you want me to keep doing any more at this sort of time of night. Because if you don't, I won't do it. If you're sitting there going, man, this is a waste of time, he's just talking. You let me know. We can be honest here, we're all friends. Right, spacer. Spacer. Have I got something here? Really, Chris? Oh, so tempted to give you the finger right now, man. Mine still haven't turned up. When they turn up, I don't care what time it is. I'm doing a live feed and I'm going to open them. Yep. And I feel sorry for Steve. Steve Martin has been such a good bloke helping us organise these stickers. And I mean, I sent Steve a picture of what I wanted to do. And I said, here's my logo, make it a sticker. And he went, I can't do it with that file. So, oh, crap. Poor bugger had to go through and redo the whole bloody thing like a massive size so that we could have the scale banners and all and that sort of thing. Not happy with you, Chris. It's not funny, man. I want to swear so bad right now. I've been so excited about these stickers turning up. I still haven't got them. Right. I have put a nice little spacer in there. That's probably, I don't know, 2.5 mil thick. Should be enough to do what I want to do. I'll put that back through there. As soon as I've got this done up, I'll show you boys what it looks like. Screw started. Winning. Right. It's on. You bloody sitting there laughing, Chris. I bet you're pissing yourself. Ha! 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 Poor Pip hasn't got his decals. And they're for him anyway. You can imagine the look on my face when everyone's going, yeah, order some decals. And like all the Americans are getting theirs first. I'm just sitting here like, where's my decals, Steve? Ah, dear. Something else we want to do tonight or tomorrow is get off my bum, take some pictures of the prizes we have, put some fancy numbers and such on there, and post up how to enter the competition. I'm sure all of you guys should by now know what the competition's about. If you don't, go and watch previous live feeds. This is why you watch live feeds. It's where all the fun stuff happens. Right. I don't mind it there. It's not in the way of the lights or anything. Okay, flip it around. You fellas tell me your honest opinion. Tell me what you think. Come on, Facebook. Work. There we go. Ready? Check out that bumper. Right, that's where it's mounted. I don't mind it there. Because of where the bumper is. Put another light here. Let me see if I can... No difference. Because of where the bumper is here and it's all black, etc., it sort of hides the fact that this second one's here. Man, I just wish that was straight up and down. At some stage I may replace this. But I don't mind that. I know this isn't a great lighting spot. Especially to try and swing the camera around. What do you guys think of that? Do you like that? So that's that's that done. We're winning here, guys. And this most probably isn't going to be one of the monstrous bloody 2-hour deals that we usually do. Adam, I've got some news. I've got some news as well soon. And the Samex detail looks good. And the area looks neat. Neat is good. Ryan likes to say neat, but he's American. A lot of Americans like to say neat. So who's still watching? Are you boys enjoying this feed, or is it a bit You can tell me. Right. Whilst you type your abuse, I'm going to clean off the decal part here where I'm going to stick the mirror piece on the truck so I can have some sweet mirrors on the TRX4. Someone said to me the other day, "Are you going to clean the dust off it?" No. I like it. It adds character. Now, I'm not sure if these are directional. Yes, they are. They are directional. If you buy these, there's a curved bit. Yeah. Curved bit here. Right? That goes to the outside of the truck. Pay attention. Otherwise it probably won't fit properly. Now, the double-sided tapey stuff on this is paper thin. So thin that you can't see that it's on there. Now, just make sure I get this right. You're probably going to see my concentration face here for a second. It'd be handy if I'd stop reflecting it in my eyes. One mirror is on, and it looks pretty. I'll quickly do the other one, and then I'll flip the camera back around and you guys can check it out. It's amazing, you know. When this truck was announced, it copped a lot of crap. All these Axial fanboys, and don't get me wrong, we all know I like my Axial stuff too. All these fanboys going, "Oh, it's going to be shit. I don't know what they're doing. It's just going to be a basher." Lovely morning viewing, matey. Better than morning telly here. This must be some crap on TV. Isn't the bill on? Hey, I like British TV shows. I was watching one last night. British Cops. No, it wasn't called British Cops. It was the camera cops. They've got the cameras mounted here. Not a bad show. Yep. Just to double check, make sure I was doing it right. Okay. I'll fit the next one. I love this stuff. It takes you 2 seconds to fit something. It makes a massive difference. For a good scale photo, if you can aim up the side of your truck, down a little bit of an angle, aim up that way. If you see that mirror reflecting, it's going to look good. It's just a scale bit. Adam, I think my previous comment didn't come up before, but I can't wait for G6 to come here. Adam, it probably did, mate. I do miss some of these comments. When I'm working on this, I'm watching this, I'm working on this, I do miss some now and then. Generally, when I do a live feed, when it finishes, I go back and watch it. I know that probably sounds stupid, but I like to go back and watch it, read all the comments. So when you guys comment for like it, that's why you guys get likes after feeds, because I watch the whole thing again and go, ha, like. So I'm excited too. I'm so excited. If I had it my way, I'd take all of my trucks there, do the whole course once, go back, grab a different truck, go and do it again. Might have to have a word with Parker, see if I can do that. Even Hannah is excited. I said to her, with this bloody Samex SCX10, I said to her, "You know what? We could do that thing up and you could drive it in the G6. She's like, "Oh, yeah." So that's a win, that is. When your missus is excited about a G6 event, that's awesome. All right, I'm just going to clean the fingerprints off this mirror. Because, you know, brand new mirror, you don't have fingerprints on it. Oh, lovely. I'll try and turn this a bit so we can get a bit of a reflection going. Right, now what you're going to see in the reflection is a dirty window. Just so you know. Now, I'll try the old flippy trick again. Flip. Check that out, folks. what I should have done, now I think about it, was show you what it looked like before that. Google a picture, alright? Google a picture, or go back through and look at some of my old pictures. There's got to be a way of getting some more light in here. There you go. I like that. Quick stick-on mirror that I'm probably wasting my time going this side. But adds a nice scale effect. That's all it's about. Scale effect. Russell says the G6 was here last summer. It was epic. I actually think I watched a YouTube video the other day on your G6. And it's funny, like, when you're a part of all of these Facebook groups, you get to know blokes from all over the world. And then you watch these videos on YouTube, etc., and you start seeing people's trucks and you go, I know that truck. That's bloody Mike's truck. Or, you know, Russell's truck or whatever else. Right, Chris is buggering off. Everyone say bye, Chris. Thanks for being here, mate. Glad I could share my wicked news with you. Samex, everyone, go and get some Samex if you haven't. Glad I could share that with you. You're one of the backbones of this group, mate. You're always here and you're always putting up with our crap. So good on you, I reckon. Right, is there anything else I'm just going to do today? I've fit that, fit those, fit the off-on switch, which is wicked. So nice to put your finger just under the slider there and you can feel the switch. Something else that turned up today. Just quickly open up this bag. Carbon fibre digital calipers. What's funny about this is, here somewhere, I've got a set exactly the same. Apparently, I ordered 2. Who does that? So, if one of them breaks, I've got a spare, okay? Watch what you order online. Top tip for the day. Right, I don't know how long this has been going. I don't know if any of you fellas can tell me. It's probably at least an hour now. Maybe just a short one today. What do you reckon? Unless there's any... If you've got a question, if there's something you want to say, if there's whatever, now's the time to do it, because we might call this a short one. I didn't really plan much because I didn't know how many people were going to watch. I'm surprised you guys have stuck it out this long. Yeah, there's really not much else I can do at the moment without planning. I don't usually put a whole lot of planning into these. It's just, I'll do some TRX4 stuff and I'll do some cross stuff and that's it. Did you all see my pictures of the cross truck? How good are Skull Accessories? I was given this the other day. It's another form of scale antenna. And I'm really on the fence about it. Really on the fence. I don't know if it'll look good or it'll look crap. What do you think? Do you reckon that'll look good on the other side of the front of the TRX4? What do you think? I mean, I could always mount it there and we could have a look. This is more like your big, high-powered antenna. Is that the Unimog in the background? There you got the cross truck. The Unimog's hiding behind it. You think it'll look good, Adam, or you think it'll look crap? Keep in mind, I won't use this bracket. I'll just use this bolt straight from the other one. I'm just going to put it on there and we'll have a look. I'm just glad you enjoy it, Dustin. I really do appreciate you guys coming to these things, because there's got to be better stuff you got to do with your time than watch an Aussie bloke ramble on about whatever it is I choose to ramble on about at the time. Yes, Oscar, it is the Unimog hiding up the back there, mate. Russell, Samex parts, scale, bits or upgrades, what do they make? Upgrades. Brass upgrades, aluminum upgrades. They make on-road stuff, crawler stuff. They used to make, I only found this out today, they used to make Tamiya truck stuff. The prettiest stuff you've ever seen. I guarantee you fellas, if you order some of these parts, and I'm not saying this because I'm now sponsored by Samex, I'm saying this in my honest opinion. If you order some of this stuff and you don't look at it and go, bloody hell, that's some of the nicest stuff I've ever seen. I reckon there's something wrong here. You need your eyes checked. Yeah. It's just bloody gorgeous stuff. Right, I'm going to see if I can screw on this other antenna. I just don't want this truck to look like I've just found heaps of stuff and gone, oh, I'm going to smash it all on my truck at the same time. As much as it's nice to add extra pieces to your truck, there's a fine line between adding scaled detail and making it look like you just put stuff on your truck because you had a boring afternoon. That is the thing. Try not to trap yourself in just wanting to bolt stuff to your truck because you got nothing to do. We've all done it. I've done it. I've seen people do it. I notice when people do it, and I'll say to them, "Boring day, did you?" Russell loves Tamiya. So do I. I've got one sitting right here. I've got two over there. One there. I know I've got more. One up there. I've got 3 MO5s. Who needs 3? One of them runs. The other 2 I just bought because I like MO5s. Okay. It's not bad. It's not horrible. Do you want to look? Right, let's have a look. Adam says, alright, I'm hooked. I'm going to have a look on the Samex website, although they have an eBay page. www.rcsamex.com, or go and check them out on RC Mart. Bing. Yeah, did that well, didn't I? Okay, I'm going to flip the camera around. That there is the high power whoop-de-doo aerial. That's with both of them on there. What do you think? Too much? Or is it, that's a cool looking scale truck enough? Right, I'm going to try turning this light off. I don't know if that helps you guys see. Or see if you like it, or... That's a different light I've got up above me. What do you think of that? I actually don't mind it. The more I look at it, I don't mind it. I know it's a bit beefy, and you'd probably get pulled over in real life because it kind of blocks your indicators a bit. Which actually isn't a bad thing, because crawlers shouldn't have indicators that work. The one Adam's seen today had 3 on the front. Geez, how many people is he trying to talk to at once? Anyway, turn my big bright light on. Turn my gear racing pit light off, which is actually something pretty cool I should show you guys. I will. Something I got recently. I actually quite like that. The bumpers, there we go. Yeah, I don't mind that. It's nice when you can do these things and you say, not bad. I think my phone's sliding in the phone holder. Need a new one. Right, move that to the side. The other day, I got myself, it's probably a bit dusty now, got myself one of these bad boys. This here is a air racing pit light. They're bloody handy. You have in the bottom parts tray. It folds up. I turn this light off and then I'll turn this one on. Right. Then you have this. It's a pretty bright light. So if you want, look, these things for working on crawlers or whatever else on your bench, you can move them around easily. So if there's something you need to get a certain little bit of light in somewhere, you know what I mean? Go and check these out. There's a lot of this sort of stuff that a lot of us wouldn't think of. So I guess it's handy that I've got a bad habit of buying sort of stuff that a lot of us wouldn't think of. And then I can say to you guys, go and get some of this stuff that you wouldn't normally think of. These are bloody good. So I've always got mine up there. I use it for photography. I'm always trying to better myself with the scale pictures and whatever else, especially with the garage. I find that this top light sort of washes everything out a bit much. So it's nice to have. Excuse me. It's nice to have another option. Okay, let's read some of these comments. Right. Russell, I have MO5, 3MO3, FF03, FF02, F103, GT, lol, just a few. Adam says that's pretty bright. Yeah, it is. Don't look at it. don't look at it straight on. Made that mistake, mate. Won't do that again. Adam's also got a, is that a TL01 and TT01? Was there more? No. You can never have too many. You can't. It's just, I mean, I was talking to Christian today. Good mate of mine, lives 20 minutes around the road. I was talking to him today, and we were talking about Tamiya trucks. And as soon as I start talking about Tamiya trucks, my brain goes, you need a Tamiya truck. You need one. So at some stage, I could possibly have a Tamiya truck in here and be working on it. I used to have some, and they're bloody good fun. They're so different to the crawlers and the on-roads and whatever else. Tamiya trucks is just really good, relaxed fun. So if you've never had one, open your mind, because you might enjoy one. If you get the chance to have them with the MFC units, they're the full light and sound. So good. It's just so scale, and much like the crawler stuff now, the options that you can get for some of these trucks is ridiculous. Christian actually fitted optic fibre lighting to the dashboard of his. Well, he said it was painful, and I believe him. He sent me a picture of all these fibre lights that he had to put in, and it looked painful. But it's excellent. Look at the new Cross RC Demon that's got dashboard that lights up from factory. As far as I'm aware, it does. That's what it looks like, and from what I've heard and seen, that's what it looks like. I mean, if that's the case, who's not getting one? Okay, I think we're probably done here for today. What do you guys think? It's probably gone for nearly an hour now or something. So, for let's do a live feed, see how it goes. A little bit of an announcement. Still bloody pumped about that. Bit of an announcement, bit of tinker time. Not a bad sort of day. So you guys let me know what you think. I'm going to have a sip of my drink, because if you sit here and talk for a bloody hour straight, which I don't normally do. Actually, I probably do, because Ryan doesn't say much. He just does this. Meh. He's bloody worried, that boy. Alright. Top tip for you. Before I go. And I'm not just sitting here trying to advertise stuff. So don't think that. This is, I mean, especially like this. Normally I wouldn't buy something like this. This is a Crawler Innovations crawler block, or cell block. This is to sit your rock crawler on, so that your foams and your tyres don't get wrecked. My TRX4 is stupid heavy. If I leave it sitting just on the tyres, it's going to squish the foams. Then when I go out and drive, it's going to go because the foams are all out of shape. If you get one of these blocks, there's other crawler stands out there, jack stands, etc. and so on. These are only like $10. Yeah? So if you get something like this, sit your truck up on it. I'll quickly show you this before we go. 57 minutes, so alright, we'll smash it out in a couple of seconds and we'll call this one done. Crawler block. Keeps your crawler off the ground. Saves your tyres. Your foams, your tyres will be fine. For $10, winner chicken dinner. Top tip that. And don't have buckets sitting like that. It's not very scale. Right. So there she is. We've done some good stuff today. Refitted the bumper. I know I still have to solder the winch and such, and I still have to fit the button dearly. That's on my list. I'm not going to do that in a feed because it'll probably bore the crap out of you. Which brings me to something I was thinking about the other day. I don't know how many of you guys do your own soldering. Soldering, as Ryan likes to call it. Which makes no sense. I was thinking about doing, in perhaps the next live feed, soldering tips. I was watching Ryan the other day. Poor bugger. I was watching him on a video call, and so what are you doing? He's going, I'm gonna solder I'm going to solder up my Dean's plug to my ESC. I said, you mean solder? Anyway, poor bugger's sitting there and he's making like bird shit with his solder. I said, Ryan, you're doing it wrong. So grab yourself some pliers, hold the Dean's plug in the pliers, because he hasn't got one of the helping hand devices. I grabbed mine, but it's too far away. He hasn't got a helping hand. For those that don't know, it's like 2 alligator clips, magnifying glass, hold your wires or your Dean's plug. It's a must. For like 15 bucks, go and buy one. Have I installed a light system in the Tower X4? Yes, I have. Which I can probably show you. I don't know if these batteries have got any charge. While I'm telling the story, I'll put a battery in it, turn it on, and I'll see if the lights come on. How's that? That's dedication. The light kit I put in mine from Wish was $26 delivered. Didn't come with instructions. Wanted to shoot myself in the head. That's how painful it was. It made me wish that I bought a Traxxas one, but the Traxxas one's like $100 US. $100 for a light kit. Just couldn't do it. I would rather make my own. You can actually get light buckets for these trucks. If you look around on Wish, you can buy light buckets. You can put LED globes in. The light kit on this has the separate little square LEDs all around it. I'd prefer a globe, especially for a vehicle like this. Anyhow, I'm rambling now. I'm going to whip this body off if I can. Something that's on my list is I'm going to extend the wires. Adam, I need to learn how to solder, so it would be good to watch. We'll do it, Adam. If I can help one person with a live feed, it's worth doing. So, this is the best thing about this stuff. If someone's sitting there going, oh, I don't want to watch him solder, don't have to watch, you just leave. We'll keep going, you can come back later. Okay, let me see if I can get this body off. I keep getting caught somewhere and I'm not really sure where. Right. Body is off. I will now insert the battery. Love that battery, it's massive. I might have to get another one. When Ryan comes here in May, whose batteries do you reckon he's using? Only. Right. I forget where the controller is for the truck. I honestly can't remember. I actually think it's out on Land Room. But I should be able to turn this on, and this will be a good test of the ESC switch. I'll put the body on, I'll flip the camera around, and we can all see if this blows up in my face. Another advantage with these crawler blocks, truck's off the ground. So if I turn it on and those wheels start going, I don't have to worry about it smashing my whole garage to pieces. That'd be a disaster. Okay. See if we can sink this body back on. Oh, I didn't plug the battery. Bear with me, lads. Bear with me. Stay, buddy. Stay. Right. That Dean's plug's a bit tight. There we go. It's not. I was doing it wrong. Wasn't holding my mouth properly. Right, battery's plugged in. Again, don't know how much charge it's got. I would assume it's got storage charge. Gonna move the truck over here a bit. Make sure my wheels aren't touching anything in case it tries to take off. Straighten my wheels so that if it does try and take off, at least they're driving straight and not sideways going. Right. I'm going to turn this light off. Flip the camera around. Now, just underneath here, just there I can feel the off-on button, providing it works how it should. Oh, I love that button. Right. So these are the lights we've got. Now, if I remember correctly, those hazards... Actually, that's the brake light. The brake light will keep flashing. So it's got a tail light and a brake light. That'll keep flashing until I hit an action on the controller, steer or whatever else. Man, she's looking the business. Don't you reckon? So, I made my own light kit for these. This here is... Man, bear with me. Actually, what I'll do, I'll flip this around so you don't have to watch. I'm going to clean off the camera lens on the other bloody camera to hopefully take a little bit of that cloudiness away. That's better. Right. So, this one is a park light. It is a very slight yellow. It's a bit hard to see. Right, there you go. It is a very slight yellow. Underneath it, indicators. Then you have your normal globe. When it's on, you can't really tell, in a photo you can't tell that is multiple different globes. Me sitting here now looking at it, I can tell straight away. So we have headlights, park lights, indicators, which you can still see through there, so that's legal. This side, just. Up the top we have the driving lights. Which, look, these are all here for looks. I'm sure these will be bright enough to go out of a night time by themselves. I am going to be putting the little lights in here that come with these bumpers. So that'll look like a bloody road warrior with lights down here too. Anyway, now I'll spin it round. We have tail light with a brake light. We have indicator down here. This light isn't a brake light. Well, actually it is. It's a separate brake light. Works on the same as the reverse. So this side's reverse. Now this all surprised me when I first seen it. I know it's a bit hard to see, fellas. Swing it around here a bit. With certain trucks from different regions, this one's a reverse, the other one's a brake light. A different region, this is a reverse, the other side's a reverse as well. It all depends on where the truck's from. So, I mean, this gives you a pretty good idea of what it is. I've got all my scale stuff. I've got another scale dude that I've got to put somewhere. I'm going to restack the top with scale gear. I am going to try and design, with Paul from American Scale Accessories, a body clip that goes all the way out to the back here with a little loop here. So I can grab that, pull it back, which will release these pins. And to put it back on, I just slide it forwards. That way I don't have to take all my scale accessories off the top, because that is the worst thing about this setup. It's annoying. So anyway, this is where we're at. What do you think? You like that? Little decals like these help. Decal placement helps. Don't just go smashing a decal like here. It's going to look stupid. This Samix decal is on the door line, so it fits it. If I put that decal so it was along the line of the wheel flare, it'd look dumb because the door line would be halfway through it. And now I have room for another small little decal there. As I continue to build this truck, I mean it's not finished yet, as I continue to build this truck, I'm going to add a little camel logo up the top, more sponsory decals through here. You just slowly sort of add to it. I know it's so easy to have a truck and just smash it with decals because you want it to look cool. That's the quick way of making your truck look crap, in my opinion. And I'm not saying you guys have got crap looking trucks. To be honest, actually, most of the trucks that are in this group are really bloody nice. Tastefully done. Now, if I push my little button here, that worth its money, that bloody thing. Dust it. Don't go smashing decals. I did that with my first truck. Mate, we've all done it. We've all done it. I did it with, I don't even know what it is, one of my MO5s. It was a race car. I painted it up blue and, not blue, purple and silver. I did a pinstripe and everything. It looked really cool. And I raced it and erased it and erased it. And then one day I went, oh, I want to smash decals on it. Did it. And it was like, oh, it looks shit now. All right. I think I'm going to call it today. I will thank Samix. Massive opportunity. I will thank Yeah Racing, RC Mart. These guys are all awesome. Like I said, this competition we've got coming up, they don't have to donate anything. They don't have to be a part of it, but they want to be. So, within the next couple of days, hopefully, I'll have everything organised for the competition and you'll be able to start entering. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for today. Anything else you guys want to say before I skedaddle? That means bugger off, take off, leave, go. I must say a lot of stuff on these feeds that you guys just don't understand because us Aussies talk some crap. Anything else, fellas? Going once? Going twice? Dustin says, goodbye, Johnny. Thank you and congratulations. Thanks, mate. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here to watch it. If no one turned up, I'd have been playing the PlayStation or something. Actually, I probably would have been tickering with this anyway, just I wouldn't have been on live. So, if there's any subjects you want me to go over, I'm not an expert, I don't know everything. But if there's any subjects you want me to touch on, go over, talk about, or whatever, send me a message. I'm approachable. You can always send me a message and say, John, what do you think about this for a live feed or a topic or whatever else? So feel free to always shoot me a message or whatever. We'll make a post perhaps, live feed ideas. People that you might want on as a guest. If you think of someone that might be an interesting guest for us all to watch, let us know. Adam, where's the best place to get an interior for your Jeep? Proline. Proline make Jeep interiors. I had one of my 10-2. You do have to cut out a section of the back seat on the interior. That's the way you get your top posts through the seat so you can put your body on. But Proline make one. I might have pictures. Actually, Adam, look on my Instagram. All the W's.Instagram/AussieRC. Look at my Instagram pictures. You're going to have to scroll down a lot. Because I've got some pictures on there. Scroll down until you start seeing the grey 10-2 with red and white decals along the tops and stuff. I did it like a rescue vehicle. Scroll all the way down. You'll see the interior I used. You may see, you may not, I can't remember, pictures of when I was putting it in, etc. Proline. Russell's going. See you, Russ. Thanks for joining, buddy. We'll see you hopefully on the next one. Okay. I'm going to go and relax for a bit and plan what's coming next. Alright, thanks for watching, fellas, and I'll talk to you all soon.